morning, everyone. Where I monetize here. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the price of Bitcoin very, very quickly before I head out to go caddy this morning. So I have barely had the opportunity to look at the current price action. I've been looking at the price, but not necessarily the chart. So I'm going to be kind of looking at them from a completely fresh eye and just going over what I'm seeing here. So this right here is the weekly chart. I would have liked to see a 9 printed here and then a 1, but this is headed in the right direction, but still not a ton of a momentum shift on the weekly chart. I mean, think about it. If we want to make a higher high on the weekly chart, we have to get above 48,240. So we have a long ways to go on the daily chart. I talked about in my previous video on the daily chart, those moving averages it crossed over. Okay, well, what are we seeing here? We have seen it cross down back below once again. So what I've been mentioning is if I was going to enter this, it was going to be a short-term position. So just to be honest with you, I never actually entered that because once it crossed over and I actually saw it, it was like up at 32 and I'm like, I see resistance here. This is 2 and I'm expecting resistance here, right? I'm expecting the Bitcoin's gonna have a hard time getting over this moving average. So like the risk to reward ratio wasn't really there for me, so I did not enter, okay? But I've always been talking about putting basically a stop loss of 6%. So let's say I entered at about 31.5. A 6% stop loss would have gotten me out at about 29,657. And let's say that I got in like right at the top of this candle over here, then 6% would have gotten me out at about $30,394. So this right here is the daily chart. Not looking all that good, but I would expect definitely some more room to the downside if we make if this red 2 starts trading below the red 1. So the low of this red 1 candle is 29,213. So if Bitcoin starts trading below this candle right here, definitely more room to the downside. And if we go below the low of this candle right here, 28,000, definitely more room to the downside. So we kind of made a higher high in correlation to this candle on the daily chart, but we didn't see a ton of strength. Like I would have liked to see this print like a green 8 or excuse me, a green 9, but that didn't happen as well. So obviously some weakness across the board. What's today? Saturday. We have today, we have tomorrow, and then traditional markets will open back up on Monday. So just bulls showed up, but not with a lot of strength. This right here is a 12-hour chart, which made a higher high. It looks good. I don't want to see the 12-hour chart go below the low of this candle, which is once again $28,000. So I don't really want to see Bitcoin go below $28,000. I think it's going to rip hard to the downside if it goes below $28,000. So there's nothing telling me like, oh my gosh, we're going to hit 100K in the month of June or July or sometime this summer. Still just a lot of weakness across the board. This is a 4-hour chart, which looks terrible. It's now trending downwards. It was looking really nice, but actually made a lower low. So the 4-hour chart looks absolutely horrendous. It looks very, very bad. Let's take a look here at the 1-hour chart on Bitcoin. So I don't like this. We made a lower high. This red 2 started trading below the red 1. Also, not a good scenario there. Excuse me, guys, for my voice. I'm not really feeling my best. Well, I mean, I would say I feel 95%, but my voice makes me sound like I'm extremely, extremely sick, but I don't even feel really sick. So this right here is the 30-minute chart here, which also not looking good, making a lower high. So a lot of weakness across the board when it comes to Ethereum. Things were looking good for a momentum shift, but we have now started to go back trending in the opposite direction. Let's see if we saw some crossover on the Ethereum chart. So this is really interesting. We never saw the green crossing over the red on the Ethereum daily chart. So everything is down pretty much across the board between 1 and 3%. We have Dogecoin sitting at 8 cents. We have, let's see here, Matic sitting at 58 cents, EOS sitting at $1.26, Mana 97 cents, Celsius at 80 cents, XTZ at $1.88, Waves at 8.77, Dot sitting at 9.24. We have, let's see, where's Link at? Let me go ahead and find Link and see what Link is up to here. Link is sitting at $6.76. So let's just kind of look back here at traditional markets and see where they ended up yesterday on the close. Let's take a look at the daily chart here. So let's see here. Not bad actually. A higher high on this is actually the hourly chart. A higher high on the hourly chart, and I'd like to see SPY hold the low of this candle, which is 407.04. All right, and let's kind of see where Tesla closed. Tesla closed down at 703. I saw something about Tesla laying off like 10% of people. I also heard it was because like they have this new bot that's like fully functioning that I guess they don't need as many people anymore. I didn't get the details exactly. I mean, it depends where the layoffs, like what part of the company the layoffs are coming from. Are they coming from like an admin direction? Are they coming from a production standpoint? I mean, that all makes, excuse me, a really big difference. Sorry once again, guys. I don't have time to edit out my coughs. So, electric vehicle stocks, related stocks were down across the board here on Friday. And so, that's all that I have for you guys today. Enjoy your Saturday. It's a beautiful day here in Puerto Rico. Hopefully, you get out to enjoy the sunrise. So, that is all that I have for you today. As always, go out there, create a portfolio that you love.